Hey guys, welcome back to Paradise. So here at Paradise, we are really big on lowering our consumption and the need of stuff. So we are really big on the three R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. The main one is definitely reduce. Reduce, reduce, reduce. Just reduce your need for stuff. Reduce the amount of stuff that you need in your life. Second off is reuse. So that's pretty much what today's video is going to be about, reusing stuff. So we use a ton of different things that we pretty much found on the side of the road or things like that, and we reuse them for another purpose than their designed original purpose. So today I'm just going to go through a few of the things that we use pretty much almost every day that we do not use for their intended use. So the first thing on our list today is just going to be, well, our house. It's a camper. It's supposed to be a camper. You're just supposed to be going camping in it. We turned it into our full-time house. Been living in it for over 3 years now. It's been working out fantastic. So next thing on our list is going to be our seat covers. This is actually just an old fitted blanket, and we just strung it over top here, and it's actually working really good. We have like a little bungee cord behind it to hold it tight, but it works pretty good. Our back seat is also not used for its intended use. As you can see here, there's no seat there at all. We actually just made a platform there and made a bed there for the dogs, so when we ride or when we drive, they can just sit in luxury in the back seat. Gives us a lot of extra room and also gives us space underneath. Another thing we use, this is a kitty litter container that we picked up along the way, probably on the side of the road somewhere. That's actually just uses it to store our rocks in. So next up we just have our fire grate here. This actually came out of an old refrigerator that we found on public land somewhere. Stainless steel. It's been working fantastic for our fire grate, holds up our Dutch oven and everything, so it's really heavy duty. And we also have this grate here. This actually came out of our old stove that we had when we were in our escape and stuff, and the stove broke down. This kind of just sat in there. It was a little 2-burner one, and we kept this just in case we need it for something, and this actually works really good to sit inside the camper if we cook something in the Dutch oven, and obviously it's really hot and really heavy, and we don't want to sit it on the counter in there if we just got done cooking in it. So we actually use that and sit it inside and sit the cast iron on top of that when we bring it inside. So that's a really nice addition. We also got this pretty much box here. We found this in the wash walking one day. Not actually sure what the intended use for, but it should be some sort of carrying case, but it actually collapses down flat. So it works out really well. So it doesn't take up any room in the camper. But we use it for our table. So we have it sit out here. We usually have it sitting next to the fire pit, and then if I cut up stuff, I can use that, or cut up food for the dogs or anything like that, or eat off of it. But this works really well, and sometimes I'll set it up like that and actually put the solar panel on it. So that thing is very useful. All right, got a few more things here. This is just a pillowcase, which we use pillowcases for everything. You can usually just kind of find them laying around or thrift stores selling for cheap again. But this one actually we use to put our fire grate in that I just showed you earlier. So that goes in there, so that's why it's so dirty. But then it doesn't get everything in the camper dirty. But we also use pillowcases to like store clothes and like anything that you need a sack for. These are obviously really heavy duty and they don't fall apart like plastic bags. Also found a backpack on the side of the road. It's been working out well. We actually just store all the dogs' toys in there. So that's been nice. And along with dog toys, we got, well, this thing itself, this is actually made for my glasses. When I used to wear glasses, don't wear glasses anymore, but I had that. And then we have a dog chain in there. And we actually usually don't use the dog chain for the dogs. We actually use it to hang up clothes. So that turns into our clothesline, which is really comes in handy. And also, if you're in the desert, you always got to have a comb. And we don't use it to comb my hair because I'm bald. But this is to get the choya out of your foot or leg or dogs or anything like that. Works really well to get the cactus out. So a choya is just a cactus that pretty much likes to jump into your skin. But you can't really get it out unless you have a comb. So some more dog stuff we have. We actually found this flower pot on the side of the road. This is supposed to be for flowers. And we just kind of turned it into the dog bowl. And since we're talking about dog bowls, these are actually the dogs' bowls that they eat out of. These are just stainless steel mixing bowls that we got at a thrift store. But yeah, those are really handy because they're super easy to clean. We switched everything over to stainless steel because plastic likes to absorb smell and get dirty and all that stuff. So we got their dog bowls. Cuckoo heard the dog bowls. Thinks we're eating. And then this is actually what we keep the dog's food in. That's a big like 10-quart pot, stainless steel pot that we got. So we keep the dog's food in there. So that's supposed to be obviously made for more like stuff in the house and stuff. And then we actually have just a reusable bag that we carry around in, because sometimes we actually sit that on the fire to cook their food in. So, and my plate and cup are also reused. This is actually an old pan that we found. I think it was at an old mine actually, but stainless steel, cleaned it up. Just a little like 10-inch stainless steel pan. It works really well. Obviously it's dirty, we don't have running water, so it doesn't get cleaned that often. But yeah, it's nice having the big lip on it and everything, so you can kind of use that as a bowl too if you want to. And also my cup is just a two cup measuring cup that we found, I think almost at the same spot. But stainless steel, again, dirty. But yeah, this has been working out fantastic for me. And a few other things that we use. Inside we have like solar lights that you're supposed to like have the stake for, that sits out in the sun and kind of just run it outside. We have that sitting in the window, and the lights are taped to the ceiling. So those are made for outdoors, but those are pretty much our indoor lights. And we also have like shoe racks, you know, the kinds that like kind of hang over the doors that have like the pockets for the shoes. We have those kind of cut up and put around the camper for extra storage. But besides that, we have probably everything almost that we use is not used for its intended use. But those are some of our few things that I kind of ran around and found today. And I realized that we have a lot more than I thought we did that we use that were not for their intended uses. But so it shows you out there that you don't really need to buy all this stuff. You just need to have a little bit of an imagination and not need the fancy stuff, because you can reinvent the wheel and use something for something else. So that's kind of the joy of our life, is we go for walks and we find the stuff, and sometimes we just kind of hold on to it for a while, and then we're like, oh yeah, we have that thing, whatever, stored down below that we could use for this thing. So it makes it kind of tough to get rid of stuff, but sooner or later we end up using it for some reason. But that's another way to show you how we can live so cheap, is we don't really need to buy anything, because we just are inventive and think of ways to use the stuff that we find. And we like, you know, it helps the earth because we're cleaning up after other people, we're reusing it, and then we don't have to buy new stuff. So it works out really well. But if you guys are out there living on the road and stuff, and you find some stuff on the road that you use for not the intended use, you know, just let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories or things that you find on the road. We found some pretty crazy things, like everything that we've talked about today, I think we found. But anyways, hope you guys found this handy. Hope it inspired you to live more frugally and get out there and not be afraid to pick up trash and use it. It's pretty nice stuff out there. But anyways, hope you guys found this handy, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.